This is my video on how to use the Sandisk mp3 player. This is the Sandisk 2 gigabyte clip. It has this little clip thing that you can hook on your belt or something. You can take it off and if you want. And if you want to put it back on, this piece here just slides up into the little slot there. So this is an mp3 player, and I'll start with the controls. First of all, I plug the headphones into the jack here, and on the same side there's a volume control, and if you push on the upper side it increases the volume, and the lower side decreases the volume. On the other side is the on-off switch, and you push it up and hold it to turn it on, and same thing to turn it off. You push it up and hold it to turn it off. And then this little jack there is for charging it. It's just a standard USB jack, and it will charge the built-in battery. And so I have turned this on, and if you ever get lost on this, you should press this button here. That's a home button, and there's a little picture of a home on there. And so that's how you turn it off, or back to the home menu. So to go to the home menu, you go here. When you get to this music, that's where you want to be, is music, with the little symbol of the headphones. And this circle here, where I'm pointing, has 4 buttons. It has a down arrow, an up arrow, left and right. The up is also the play and pause button, and the down is a menu button, and then the left is also rewind, and the right is also fast forward. And it's turning itself off because we're not doing anything, so it automatically turns itself off. So again, to turn it on, you slide this up. Sometimes you have to slide it up and hold it for a second. And then it boots itself up. Like most electronic things, it takes a minute. Because, okay, and then it happens to be in a book right now. I forgot to mention that this little symbol up here is the battery display. It shows that it's almost full, but it's down, I'd say, about 20% or so. Let you know how much battery you have left. So let's say we want to go to a different book, but just to make this instruction simple, push the home button. It goes back to music. Press the down button to toggle through your choices. So there's music, FM radio, voice, that's a recorder, and settings. We want music. So we press the center button. Here again we do the same thing. We go through the choices, artist, albums, songs, genres, my top rated, playlist, podcasts, audiobooks, and recordings and music options. You can keep going all the way. It keeps circling through. We want audiobooks. This player only has audiobooks on it right now. Right now, we can toggle through the audiobooks we have. Same way, we push down. There happens to be 3 books on there: Super Freakonomics, The Grapes of Wrath, and The Help. So let's say we want Super Freakonomics. We press Enter. And then it goes into Super Freakonomics. To play it, we can press Enter again. And it gives us 2 choices: to resume playback from where we left off, or we can start from the beginning. So I toggle down to start from the beginning and press Enter again. This round button in the middle of the circle is the Enter. So you can hear that it's going now out of the...
Harper Audio presents Super Freakonomics.
So we can pause it by pressing the up button, and we can play it again by pressing the up button.
patriotic prostitutes, and why suicide bombers should buy life insurance.
So we'll pause it. But say we want to go to a different book. We press the home button. There's another way, but I'm just going to keep it simple. We press the home button. We press the music button. If it weren't on music, we could toggle till we got to music. It's going to be music, audiobooks, and then the book you want. Always music, audiobooks, and then the book you want. Say we want the Grapes of Wrath. So we toggle down to Grapes of Wrath, and then we press the enter button, this middle button here. And here we have 3 choices. We don't know what they are, and unfortunately the display doesn't last long enough to tell what it is. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3. It says part, it's scrolling through and it says part, and then it goes out. So I suggest press the enter button, press music, press audiobooks, scroll down to Grapes of Wrath. Just choose it. Just press enter on the first one and see what it does. And we can resume playback, or we can start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
This is Audible.
And if you watch it scroll through where I'm pointing, it says Grapes of Wrath unabridged, and it's either going to say part 1, part 2, or part 3, but we have to wait till it gets there so we can see. We're lucky, it says part 1. That's where we want to start. If it said part 3, we'd have to go back and find part 2. There's no easy way of doing that, I'm sorry. And so say we're playing along and we want to go eat dinner and quit, so for just temporarily. So we would press the pause button, which is the up area. That's the pause button. If we wanted to start again, we could push it again. So we're going to pause it. I'm just pushing the upper part of this circle. So when we pause it, we can turn it off by sliding that thing up. I don't think I did a very good job of that. And it says goodbye. And so we finish eating dinner and we want to read again or listen to it again. Turn it back on. Usually it will just remember where you left off. And so we just press play.
And they did not cut the scarred earth. The plows crossed.
If we want to fast forward, we can press the right arrow.
Corn quickly and scattered weed colony.
And you'll see the counter move in minutes and seconds. And we're up to a little over 2 hours now. We can do the same thing. We can reverse it by pressing the other side. We can go backwards.
And torn half free, flopped up and down as he walked.
And that's how you'd
His
use
face
it.
was